Cheers, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday afternoon, early evening. I am really excited about this flight. So the likes were gracious enough to come on my channel a few months ago, drink some Irish whiskey. And Julie and Dan sent me a blind flight. Gonna go out on a limb and guess this is bourbon. Completely blind. This is the answer key. Oh, that's the answer key. I have no idea what is in these bottles. So let me say hi to some people in chat. Cheers, John Matlick. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. Hey, cheers, William Hall. It's good to see you. Cheers, Andrew Butler. Oh, cheers, Tom D. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. So let me know what you're drinking in chat. Please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that YouTube likes us to do. I am warming up a little bit with some Redbreast 12. It's kind of my go-to to warm up my palate. Cheers, Sugar Kitty. All right. So I'm going to start again with a little Irish whiskey news. We don't have a whole lot. And a couple more people showing up. Cheers, Eric Gunderson. There it goes. Cheers, Richie Z. There's Eric. Ooh, the Mexican restaurant. Man, that sounds good. I have not made dinner yet. 7th bottle of Powers Rye. You know, I've got to restock because we are running low and we only have one more backup. All right. So the first bit of Irish whiskey news. So Redbreast this week announced that they are doing a 10-year distillery exclusive bottle. This will be a bottle you can only get if you visit the Middleton Distillery in Cork, Ireland. This is a 10-year-old single pot still whiskey, ex-bourbon, ex-Oloroso sherry cask finish, and PX sherry cask finish. This one is a traditional pot still. So if you're a fan of Redbreast 10, if you're a fan of Parmesan's Lane, you'll probably like this one. My actual only complaint about this one is that 43% ABV. Who releases a distillery exclusive at that low of a proof? I was actually surprised it wasn't 46 like the rest of their lineup. But anyway, so if you're in Ireland, definitely look for that bottle. I could tell you I have the Redbreast 10 over here that's at cask strength. They say this one is different than that one. So I'm looking forward to trying this one myself. The next bit of news is from Teeling. So Teeling came out and announced that they are the new official whiskey of Notre Dame. I don't know if it's just basketball or probably football. So for those of you who don't know, Notre Dame played Navy over in Ireland. I believe it's the 2nd or 3rd time they've done that. And they play at Aviva Stadium, which is where the soccer team plays or a football team plays. And so they have named themselves the official sponsor. Now, they actually did the football. Their design was all over the football even this past year. So kind of saw some notes that this was coming. But so if you're a Notre Dame fan, drink more Teeling. All right. Having some beer for Oktoberfest last weekend, but I do have the Powers Rye bottle that I received. Oh, thank you, Sugar Kitty. It is so good. It really is. And it's such a good price point. Oh, cheers, Darrell. It is good to see you. Redacted cask strength is what I really want. Every day Redacted would be my alternative to open for a dram right now. Redacted cask strength does go on sale tomorrow. They have not been real clear about how it's going to go on sale. There's no link or anything like that. They've just said it's going to go on sale tomorrow, online and in stores in Ireland. So I'm probably going to be setting my alarm for probably 7 a.m., which is actually no, because that's noon Irish time. I'll be setting it earlier than that. Probably it's going to be a late one for me tonight. Probably watching for that one to drop. I think everybody wants that one. If you're not a Notre Dame, you should also buy more Irish whiskey. Absolutely. Abso-stinking-lutely. And I'm going to tell you, Teeling's got some good stuff. And cheers, Gandy Road. Gandy, you're actually just in time. So second thing I want to do here, stop screen. I want to do our Patreon giveaway before we get started. Let's see if I can figure this out. I've done it a couple times. Window, yeah, it works. So thank you to everyone who is a member of my Patreon. Every month I'm going to be giving away Irish whiskey. So let's go shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. That's 4 and that's 5. Good luck, everybody. Brian L. Congratulations, Brian L. So you are going to be receiving, where's my little mouse? There it is. You're going to be receiving, this is the 2 Stacks Friends of Irish Whiskey Glencairn, and you're going to be receiving 3 samples of 2 Stacks Polaris Irish Whiskey that's finished in red ice wine casks. So one is a single pot still, one is a single malt, and one is a blend of single pot still and single malt. And they're all really good. I'm going to try to get the little sticky tape off these bottles. Oh, you won 2 bottles of the Sheehy whiskey for the IWA charity today. I didn't get those, but I did get a couple of the 2 Stacks. It's a cask strength single grain whiskey that is finished in Grand Cru champagne casks. So that's going to be interesting. Hey, cheers, Zopher. Zopher 1920, it's good to see you. Cheers, Independent Joe. I thought I saw you sneak in here too. I'm actually going to be drinking some bourbon today. I don't know that it's bourbon, but I have a sneaking suspicion if it's from the Lakes, it's probably some good bourbon. Oh, thank you, Sugar Kitty. So while I'm doing that, I'll announce what I'm going to do for the October Patreon. So the giveaway is going to be in honor of Celtic New Year, which is coming up next month. We're going to give away a sample of the 4 Dingle Celtic Wheel of the Year series. So the first was Samhain, and that was finished in a Moscatel cask. I always forget that one. And then the next one is Lalla Breed, which is finished in a rye cask. And then Bealton, which is a single pot still. The others are single malt. Single pot still, finished in Shiraz casks. And then the last one is Lunasa, which is finished in Widow Jane bourbon casks. And that's a single malt also. I like that one more than I thought I would. I thought it's just going to be an old boring bourbon cask finish, but I really like it. Kind of teams down the earthy, malty Dingle grain a little bit. Yeah, thank you. Congrats, Brian. You're going to get some good stuff. I will get that out to you as soon as possible. I am notoriously, I tell you, I'm terrible about getting whiskey. I'm to the point I'm going to actually pay UPS just come to my house. Because between work being crazy and then our little puppy got spayed last week. So it's been kind of busy. And my daughter is driving and the grandkids are yelling. Yeah, I do not have children. I would be horrible at it. I'm a good aunt. I am a great aunt. Hey, cheers, Scott. It's good to see you. You guys make sure you're subscribed to Fifth Quarter Tailgate, to Independent Joe. You guys throw your links in here. The likes also have outstanding scotch. So that's my scotch. Let's pour some of these out. I am probably not going to pour a whole lot because I have not eaten dinner yet. I got to figure out what DoorDash is making us. You know, one of these looks light. It might be scotch. So speaking of Scotch, I don't know if any of you are members of the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society. I got up at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning to do a Scotch whiskey tasting. So by 10 a.m., I had 3 samples of cask strength Scotch. And then I took a nap because that's a lot for that early in the morning. I think the lowest one was like 52%. Make sure I'm not missing anybody in here. Joe, don't we have? I thought I had you as a mod. Let me correct that real quick. Let me get this already. Let's change that. Add as moderator. There you go. If you have CVS drugstores in your area, they've said, the CVS is probably the same distance as UPS, to be honest. I work from home and I get really busy. And then I look up at the clock and it's already 3 o'clock and traffic is crazy. Get over to UPS and I'm just bad. I'm horrible about it. And I need to get better about it. That's totally on me. Breakfast of champions. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I should have eaten something for breakfast before getting into that. It was really, really good Scotch, though. It was really, really good Scotch. Oh, there. Thank you, guys. Oh, Walgreens does too. The thing is, if Starbucks did, I would never miss it at all. It is pumpkin spice latte season. All right, we are going to start the flight. This is at letter A. This is lighter. Oh, it does smell like bourbon, though. It doesn't smell like Scotch, so I think it might be a bourbon. And yeah, I have no clue what is in these, but I am going to do my notes on the back. It smells fruity for a bourbon. A lot of vanilla. Whole lot of vanilla. Vanilla and kind of like apples. There's a little bit of kind of spearmint gum at the bottom of this. So I'm thinking there is some rye. I think it's just a bourbon, but there is a little rye in there. And I mean, like spearmint gum, like you could taste, like it smells even like the chalk. All right, we're gonna try it. Ooh, that's yummy. It's a little on the lower proof end. There's a little like tropical fruit. It's kind of orangey. I do get the brown sugar a lot. Yeah, spearmint sounds rye, possibly one of those barely legal ryes. I really like getting spearmint on the rye. I get anise on rye. I get a lot of the herbal notes on rye. On this one, I'm not getting anise. Well, yeah, maybe a little bit now. Yeah, kind of right there at the finish. There's a little anise. And definitely the brown sugar, but it's real mild. It's really agreeable. Orange don't know me, MGP. It might be MGP. It may very well be. Hey, Mike. Cheers. Thank you for joining us today. So I am doing a blind flight from the likes. I have no idea what I'm drinking. No idea at all. Yeah, Richie Z, as long as there's no dill note. So I've only gotten the dill note on a couple of rye whiskeys. Both of them were MGP, and I am not a fan of dill at all. So yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Now I had the bottle, have some friends try it. They never got dill at all. They absolutely loved it. So it was just me. Floral and herbal are never deal breakers for me. Me too. Oh my God. OMG. Me too. I absolutely love floral notes on whiskey. That is my favorite. And anise notes right behind it. Oh, you like dill as well. Okay. Nope. I'm more one of those like vile weed. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Hey, cheers, James Morgan. So this one is really nice. I'm getting a lot of tropical notes, getting a little hint of the anise at the end, brown sugar, vanilla. Just nice, mellow. Seems a little lower proof. You watch, it's probably like 126 or something like that. Something crazy. Ah, John's a fan of the anise notes on whiskey as well. Oh, it's like a gnat in here. Dill and spearmint are actually the same flavor chemical, except the dill is much higher concentration. Really? That's interesting. I did not know that. All right, we're going in with sample 2. Now, sample 2 is much darker. That is quite a bit darker. I'm going to pour a little more of that. I'm not sure that's quite enough. So let me know what you guys are drinking in chat. Let me know what good bottles you've gotten lately. Cheers, John. It's good to see you. We are on sample 2 of this Blind Flight from the Likes. So today I picked up the 2 stacks. It's a single grain cask strength whiskey that's been finished in Grand Cru casks. I also picked up a 2 stacks that's been finished in pineapple brandy casks. It's cask strength, and a 2 stacks single malt that is finished in blackstrap rum. And those were more Netherlands releases, so it might be a little bit before I get them. Although also my very last shipment of the Middleton Barrel Club released, and our last bottle is actually that distillery exclusive at 43%. So I'll have to do a quick video and let you guys know if that's worth picking up. It's just really low ABV for a distillery bottle. Oh, Mike says he got a few good picks yesterday at the Stanley Hotel. I want to go there so bad. I didn't get a chance to when I was out of Colorado last year. Thank you, Joe. I am looking forward to giving away all this whiskey to the Patreons. I want more people to try this stuff. Doc Swenson's Bossa Nova bourbon. It's flowery and cinnamon toast crunch. Oh, you know what? And I think they had it. I was at Party Source yesterday. Pretty sure most of you guys know what Party Source is. It's a huge liquor store in Kentucky, just on the other side of the state line from Ohio. And I think they had several Doc Swenson. And I did not get any because I was trying to, I was picking up cologne anyway, but I was reining it back because I knew that John's Lane's coming tomorrow. Ooh, Chattanooga 111. That's one of my favorite. I really like Chattanooga whiskey. Picked up a Knob Creek single barrel rye store pick last week. You know, Party Source had a single barrel rye, and I wasn't sure. You guys let me know are the Knob Creek, the ryes, are they good? I've never had a Knob Creek rye. I do like Knob Creek, but I've never had the rye. Thank you, Joe. I am going to work on probably a St. Patrick's Day shirt for this year. I kind of rushed it last year, so I didn't get one. But another flavor chemical oddity, if you have mint chemical, add licorice chemical, and also a very floral nose to it, you have the components of basil. That's interesting. I like basil though. It's excellent, but you have to like Amburana finish. You know, I've had a couple Amburana and I haven't been fans. That's a different finish on it. I could concur. It was a deed floral and cinnamon toast. God, that sounds freaking so good. Casey Reiser killer bottles. Okay, I'm gonna have to pick one up then. I wasn't sure. I knew you guys would know. Hey, cheers, Christine. I am so excited. So I will get to see Christine next weekend. The store picks are usually better than the standard Knob Creek rye. Yeah, I've heard that's always the case. So this one, I'm getting a lot more of that burnt brown sugar, which I'm assuming since it's a darker that probably got a little bit darker barrel char. Still getting some of the mint. Well, no, that's anise. No, it's more mint. A lot of vanilla, a lot of brown sugar. This is like all brown sugar and baked apples. Almost smells like nutmeg. All right, I'm excited for this one. I spilled a little on my hand here. Hey, cheers, Steve Burkow. Thank you for jumping in and joining us tonight. We're trying sample 2 of this blind plate. That is really good. That's nutty. It's got a little like almost peanut or pecan. Oh, it might be cashew. It's subtle. It might be cashew. It's like roasted cashews. You're nutty, yeah. Oh, thank you, Richie. Yeah, hit the like. Thank you very much. Do all that good stuff. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. My pleasure. Looks up the chemical Carvone. That sounds Italian. That's so funny how the same things are just we're getting completely different notes on them. That's crazy. Cinnamon apple and cinnamon toast crunch. I get on Gold Spot, I get cinnamon toast crunch. I didn't know it's a cinnamon toast crunch on that one. Oh, cheers, Wandering Magoo. It's good to see you. This is really good. This is much higher proof as well. Longer finish. A little bit of that mint. What's really coming through is almost like it's toasted, like the toasted peanuts, toasted cashews, brown sugar, like a lot of brown sugar. Ooh, that's yum. That one's yummy. Oh, hi, Mark. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next weekend. Yeah, it's magically delicious, Sugar Goody. Okay, I like, that one is my new fave. That one's good. That's really good. Higher proof nutty. All right, we're going on the third one here. So let me know, those of you in chat, who's all going to Bourbon on the Banks next weekend. I'll be down there for, we're not able to get there till Saturday morning, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm bringing a few bottles of Irish whiskey to share with people. It is going to be a lot of fun. I think I lost count at how many people are going to be down there. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody in person. Ooh. It's a little lighter than the last one, but man, that's oily. I don't know if you can see the oil sticking. Nope, my camera sucks. It's decided it doesn't like me this week. But the oil is just sticking to the glass. That's really, really oily. Gold Spot was really tough. I got mine from Ireland because I knew it was going to be crazy when it came here. Everybody was looking for it. Usually those whiskeys, those Irish whiskeys that cross the line and attract the bourbon crowd attention to, we have a hard, that Blue Spot, Redbreast Cast Strength. I mean, those we just have a hard time finding sometimes. And Gold Spot, since it was so limited. I can tell you our entire state sold out in probably about 8 hours for the whole state. I got one, and it was not easy to find. I hadn't intended on even buying a backup, and it just kind of came across my lap. So I bought one and I've opened that one. If I was Danish or Dutch, I'm sure a Kummel on ice would be available for summer sipping. What is a Kummel on ice? If I could still drive, I'd love to go to Bourbon on the Banks. Oh, we would love to see you. We would love to see you. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone in person. I've talked to you all so much. Now, this one I'm not getting spearmint on. A lot of vanilla. I'm actually getting a little bit of peanut on the nose on this one. Yeah, there's peanut, vanilla. I mean, it kind of reminds me of peanut brittle. Like the bark with the peanut brittle with, and it's super sweet and sugary and like crystallized sugar and vanilla and peanuts. There's a little spice on here too. All right. It's not. Ooh, that's good. That's totally different. It's so weird. There's something on here. I think it is. This one is like smack you in the face with anise right up front. Wow, that's anise right up front. Anise, vanilla, there's some oakiness. It makes me, now this is just based on, my extremely limited bourbon knowledge, but it reminds me of a Willet that I had. Bourbon sent me a flight, and one of them was from Barrel, and it was actually a Willet product. So it makes me wonder if this is a Willet. Whatever it is, really good. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough because this one and the second one are really good. I'm just literally on this one writing anise in big letters. That's so good. That is so good. We've been talking about, is it Kummel as a liqueur that would have the caraway flavor to it. You know, caraway is one that I'm not sure I identify. I'm sure I've had it, but all of those things are making me hungry and want to pour at the same time, right? I know Irish, it's always like I'm ready for dessert. Oh, yes, I do get anise on Russell's. The Russell's Rye single barrel is one of my favorites. And honestly, you know, I heard a lot about Wild Turkey 101 Rye, so I picked up a bottle of that. I still like that. I like the Russell's a little better. I'm bougie with bourbon. My husband says I'm bougie. He drinks Wild Turkey 101. I'm like, well, I like Rare Breed. Oh, Wandering Magoo does not like anise. I really like it. I really do. Caraway seeds are the seeds in some rye breads. Oh, that's why I haven't had it, because I don't like rye bread. I like rye whiskey. I don't like rye bread. All right. Number 4 is pretty dark as well. My little Heaven Hill Distillery. Little tiny Glen. My baby Glen. I'm really, oh man. That third one, I'm really wondering if that's Willet. So we visited Willet when I was back in Kentucky in June. And I heard you guys talking about, we went in there and of course, everybody's probably looking to try some really nice whiskey. And I'm like, nope. I heard everybody talking about how bad Johnny Drum is. We're going in and pulling up to the bar and we're getting a pour of Johnny Drum and we're all trying it. And we did. And the four of us all hated it. So we're not fans at all. But it was worth the experience of going into Willet and trying probably the worst thing they have. Hey, cheers, taste and sensibility. It was good to see you. I'm glad you made it. I will not be going live next week because we'll be driving back from Kentucky. And I think we're probably going to hit Party Source again on our way back. There's a couple bottles I would like to pick up. And probably will. I probably will. Oh, the Ryder was today. I forgot about that. Yeah. I heard the EU did pretty well at the Ryder Cup. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, that was from last night. Johnny Drum, Noah's Mills, Rowan's Creek. I've seen those other two, but the one I've heard you guys all talk about was Johnny Drum. And yeah, it's hot garbage. I mean, there's not much that I can say, no, I absolutely can't drink that. That was one of them. Ironically, the other one was Frey Ranch. It wasn't the single barrel, it was just regular old Frey Ranch. And I bought the bottle and didn't care for it. Gave it to my husband and his buddy. They don't care for it either. So I've heard that those single barrels are better for the Frey Ranch. Hey, Slapshot. Cheers to you, good sir. Thank you for joining. Oh, you weren't too heavily invested in the Ryder Cup. I didn't watch it all. I just heard bits from friends. All right, we're going to try this. That's real minty. Reminds me of toothpaste. That's really mint. That mint is kind of, I'm wondering if this is a rye because that mint just is, I'm not getting much aside from that. I'm getting some vanilla, but I know I probably sound like people, like a friend of ours comes in and he's one of the only people I won't let him have anything. And he says, don't give me anything because I've even let him nose the bottle of Redbreast 27 and he says, yep, smells like whiskey. I'm like, yep, you're not drinking nothing. Hey, cheers, Kathy. Ooh, mowing the yard. I think we're going to have to do that one more time. It's supposed to be really nice this week. It's been dry, though. Who we kidding? I don't mow my lawn. I pay my neighbor kid to do it. It's a good deal. I appreciate that he does it. Unfortunately, Italian gelato mint flavor gives me toothpaste vibes. Ooh, that would. Ugh. So I'm getting the barrel. I'm getting some oakiness on this as well. So the barrel's starting to come through. And I just opened these just a little bit ago at the beginning of the stream. But that mint note is really strong. Smell another. Maybe come back to it. Ooh, yeah, that's mint. Mint, vanilla, and there's some oakiness really coming through on this one. All right. That's pretty good. It's mild. I don't think it's as good as BNC. The mint that comes through on the nose, I'm not really getting on the palate as much. Well, yeah. Yeah, mint, vanilla. Kind of disappointed that oak doesn't come through as much. Brown sugar. There's a little almost like a lemon. Like a lemon zest. Or maybe more of like a lemon sorbet. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, we're going through these samples from the likes. 5 days rain here, gorgeous day and missed most of yesterday. Oh, gorgeous day today and most of yesterday. We had some really nice weather. It was in the 70s, and now it's starting to warm up a little bit. Till the Buffalo pick. Oh, was that football? I didn't even see what the Browns did today. I've been kind of lazy today. Hey, cheers, Donner. Cheers, Donner Pass Whiskey. There is no better way to mow the lawn than neighbor kid. Let me tell you. And he just got engaged and got a real job. So I'm a little concerned that after 5 years, I might have to start mowing my own freaking lawn. That would suck. Until the neighbor kids run over the cat, might not be so good. We don't have a cat. There's actually nothing he can run over except for the rabbits back there. I back up to a green space. So there's a huge park right behind me. So I always have critters in the backyard. Snakes. There's snakes back there. I think he did run over a snake one day, actually. No, he got it with Weed Whacker because he told me about it. Oh, that's awesome, Major Zero. Yeah, you were at Total Wine. Total Wine has a nice selection of Irish whiskey. Okay, so I'm going to have to rank these. All right, I'm going to pour just a little bit more of B and C because I'm telling you, it's going to come down between B and C. All right, Sugar Kitty says, my lawn guy was in high school. Now, 14 years later, he's a local police officer, and I don't have to worry about tickets anymore. My lawn guy is, he is an EMS firefighter. So I'm in a good shape too, if anything ever happens. He's a good kid too. And cheers, the Bourbon Wrench. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sure the likes just sent me horrible stuff. Oh, they've all been really good. They've all been really good. And I've had this for a while, and I decided I'm in a BourbonCon mood this weekend. So we're coming down to sample B and sample C. So I swear sample C is probably Willet. The one is a little nutty. The sample B has some nuttiness on it. And sample C is more anise. And I like both of those. So this is gonna suck. Hey, Jeffrey Weck. Cheers to you. I was down in your neck of the woods last night, actually, at a concert. Might have ended up at Party Source. Shocker. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to be down there on Saturday. We're coming up Saturday morning. I'm going to be bringing down some Irish whiskey for everybody to try. I'm really excited to meet everybody in person. That guy is whack. Emily! It's good to see you. Team Once. Cheers, Emily. My lawn guy was a former police officer. Wait, that guy's me, and I hate mowing the grass. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm going to have to get a line up here. B is really nice, really rich. A little bit of like toasted peanuts. My lawn guy is me. I care entirely too much about my back lawn, but my grass is green as can be. Summer heat didn't stand a chance against the wrench. My lawn guy is my neighbor's son, and unfortunately, he got a real job and is engaged, and is probably going to be moving out. So I might be having to mow my lawn for the first time in 5 years. He charges a bargain. He really charges a bargain. He throws in weed eating and edging. And there's no way. I mean, I don't think our mower's been started in 4 years. We have a big hill too, because we're up on the hill, field behind us. So we're up on the hill. So it's not the easiest lawn to mow either. But I'm thinking we might have to figure it out next year. So sample C, I'm getting that minty, kind of vanilla. It's not quite as rich as sample B, but sample C, the finish goes really long. All right. Maybe get my order. Oh gosh, now I have to see which one of these two. That's for third and fourth. Yeah, there might be other kids. I'm going to have to put the feelers out for other children to put into child labor mowing my lawn. This kid, he's in his 20s now. So we've been here since he was in high school. And he's always done it. So I haven't even bothered to look. Oh, this is tough. So after I've had these higher proof samples, I go back to sample one. Really hard. It's really coming off as thin. It's good. The taste is good. It's just there's not a lot to because it's definitely lower proof. Let me try number 4. It's good. There's some note on there that I just am not getting. It's just weird. It is toothpastey. Okay, so I'm going to go C is my favorite, which is the one that had the anise that I swear it tastes like Willet. I just really like the anise note. Real close second was sample B, which is the one that is kind of real rich, like roasted peanuts. Really, really good. Number 3 is sample A. It was really tropical, real fruity. I think it was a lower proof. When I came back to it, it was kind of thin at first, but I could still get kind of those tropical notes. It was dialed down quite a bit. 4 is D, and that's when I like it. It's not like I dislike it. I mean, I could absolutely drink a glass of that. I'm not sure if it's something I would buy. It was a little toothpastey. Yeah, peanut sounds like Beam. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Beam or Wild Turkey. I get peanuts on Wild Turkey big time. I used to have an in-ground pool. I traded lawn mowing for pool privileges. Let me tell you, that's a pain in the pooper too, because we have a hot tub and that thing is nonstop adjusting the pH and the alkaline and oh, hey Mark, I mowed my lawn yesterday. Probably going to need to a few more times and eventually becoming back. Yeah, the leaves are everywhere here. That's my sinus. All this and where I'm congested is because the dead leaves are on the ground everywhere. It's been pretty bad. Cardiologist would have my head if I mowed the lawn. I'm okay doing it. I don't mind doing it. It throws my sinuses all out of whack to mow the lawn, but I don't like snakes and it tends to stir them out. Although I've taken the dog outside to go potty and it was in the morning, I haven't had my coffee. I'm looking at my phone and I happen to glance down and there's a snake, little like a baby garter snake running past my foot. Now it's stink bugs. I don't know how many of you guys have to deal with stink bugs, but they've cut the soybeans near us. So I have a fly swatter at the back door and I have to clear the stink bugs away from the door to even get out the sliding glass door right now. They're freaking everywhere because they're trying to get inside. I mean, our house looks like a horror movie with stink bugs all over the screens. Oh, your allergies have prevented you from tasting whiskey. Yeah, it's been hard. It's just been the past couple weeks too. And I made the mistake. I took the wolfhound on a real long walk through the park behind our house, and it was through the trees, and so I kind of did this myself. That's why I used to have a pool but no longer do. It's a pain. Yeah, the house had the hot tub when we moved in. We're actually getting a new cover for it now because the previous owners didn't really take care of it. Although I've heard you have to replace the covers pretty often. But yeah, you have to run them even in the winter. You can't really drain them and get all the water out, and they're kind of a pain. They're nice to have, but they're kind of a pain, which I've heard that it's the same with a pool. Pretty sure my son is a stink bug. Oh, you saw 4 snakes on your hike today. I'm surprised with the field behind our house. We have not encountered more black snakes and things like that. We really haven't. It's just been garter snakes. With the sunrise intensely. Yeah, this freaking stink bugs. And you smash them and they smell like cilantro. It's awful. And they like excrete like something to tell other stink bugs, hey, this is a way in. So they're all over our back door. So it's just been I hate freaking stink bugs. I'd rather have those little ladybug things, those little Japanese beetles. I'd rather have that than stink bugs. At least they're cuter. Stink bugs are nasty. I'd recommend a few walks with a sample. My husband actually got me, hopefully nobody from the parks department's on here, got me a backpack, and I throw a bottle in there and a glass, and I'll take it on my walks, and I'll do photos for Instagram. I do on my walks through the park. So the one last week I did, there was like a rope bridge, and I'd never been there before. We lived here 5 years. I'd never hiked that direction before. And I thought it was just some, dinky little rope bridge just for looks. No, it's like a legit, like 40 feet across this huge ravine rope bridge. It's crazy. All right. We are going to get the answers here. I am excited. So my order was CBAD. All right. So my least favorite was D. D was Four Roses limited edition 2019 at 112.6 proof. So that was the one I thought smelled kind of like toothpastey. A lot of mint on that one. Really good, but it's a lot of mint on that. Japanese beetles or marmorated Asian brown beetles aren't even close to ladybugs. Ladybugs are good. They kill the others. Yeah, but the Japanese beetles are at least cuter than stink bugs. Stink bugs are just ugly. Well, wait. It gets better, Mike. It gets better. All right. So the second from the last was A, sample A. And that was Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon. So that was the one I thought I can get any toasted on that. It was 80 proof. I said it tasted low proof. That one, I got a lot of tropical fruit on that. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm still getting citrus all over that. Yeah. A lot of citrus on that. Oh, lemon and orange. Okay. My second place that I went back and forth between. Second place. And I'm at least glad I did say it smelled toasted. It tasted toasted. It tasted rich. It is a toasted barrel. It is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. That's really good. 94 proof. I thought that tasted a little hotter than that. Okay, so the winner, it is not Willet. Hopefully this will redeem myself in your eyes, Mike. The winner is Four Roses, single barrel, barrel strength, Total Wine store pick at 108.4 proof. That is really good. That's really minty. We have a Four Roses single barrel. It's not that. I don't get as much anise on that one. Well, huge price difference between Elijah Craig toasted and Michter's toasted. I'm just guessing, knowing my bougie taste, that Elijah Craig is quite a bit more expensive. I'll allow it. Oh, cheers, Tony. So the winner in the blind flight from the likes, Four Roses, single barrel, barrel strength, Total Wine store pick, 108.4 proof. You know, we're going to be down. We might have to take the long way home and go through Lexington and stop at the Total Wine. Which recipe? She doesn't say which recipe it is. I could ask Julie. I'm gonna have to pour a little more of that. That's real good. I never thought I liked Four Roses, honestly, until I started getting these single barrels and tried them at Four Roses. That's really good. Kind of, well, although I did pick another Four Roses as last, so. Oh, thank you, John. Really, the Michter's is more expensive. Shut the front door. At 80s, yeah, you know, I like Michter's, but Michter's low proof. Come on, guys. 86 proof, bump it up. Yeah, honestly, I'd pick that Elijah Craig over the Michter's. By far. That was awesome. Thank you, Dan and Julie, so much. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed that too. All of these were really good, honestly. They were all really good. I was really surprised that was some Michter's. That was toasted. I didn't really get toast on that at all. Maybe it's because of the proof, because how light the proof is. This is really tropical. It reminds me, so you go to the grocery store and they already have the cut up fruit, like the pineapple and the cantaloupe and the melon and grapes, and they put it in the plastic. That's what that reminds me of. It's like a big bowl of fruit. That's crazy. Can't believe that's toasted. I did see yesterday, and I don't know if you guys have had it. Party Source had the Penelope toasted rye bottle, and I was torn between that one and the Smoke Wagon malted rye, and I'd never had either one of them. And I thought, well, I'm gonna ask everybody tomorrow before I pull the trigger and buy one of those bottles. Yeah, it's a sample, so but I'll ask her. I'll ask her which one it was. Cheers, Old Pirate Bourbon. Oh, the Smoke Wagon isn't as good. Okay. I was leaning towards a Penelope. I do like Penelope quite a bit. And John says I take a malted over a toasted any day. You know, I like I said, I'm a Penelope fan. I don't know why I gravitate towards MGP. I really do. I like Smoke Wagon. Wasn't super impressed with the younger bottle. I actually preferred the Smoke Wagon, a kind of filtered bottle, but so later tonight, thank you guys so much for joining me. First of all, I really appreciate it. This was so much fun. I love trying new bourbon. I'm getting excited. I'm excited for next weekend. Be trying a lot of new bourbon next weekend. Meeting a lot of people for the first time that I've never met. Even though I talk to you guys every day, I consider you all friends. That makes me really excited to meet you all in person. So next week, there's no live stream. I'm going to be at Bourbon on the Banks. I'm sure I'll have some videos after that and some shorts and some pictures for Patreons. Probably the Patreons will get to see the pictures first. I'll post there first. After that, I've got a Scotch flight I need to work in at some point. And it's a big box of like samples of there's the Lagavulin 8 in there, Mortlock, a whole bunch of stuff. And somebody gave it to my husband, so we're going to do it on a live stream. And I've been talking to some people kind of to maybe to come on and help guide us through, because I'm not the most knowledgeable about Scotch. My husband knows more about it than I do. So we'll have that coming up tonight. 7 o'clock in 4 minutes is Kilco Whiskey Musings and the Shebeen with Barry Chandler. Make sure you tell them I sent you. Go check those guys out. Check out Kilco's getting ready to go to what's the big thing? It's the event in Austin with the Whiskey Tribe. He's getting ready to go down to Texas again. So make sure you check out his channel at 9 p.m. tonight. Mr. Mike Stahl and a Livewire Whiskey is going live. Bastards Ball. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, thank you, Mike. Make sure you check out this guy right here, Mike Stahl, 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time. He is going to be going live, talking about your favorite bottles. At midnight tonight is Anthony Bourbon Neophyte. Make sure you check. I'm going to try to, I know I'll be awake to check in with Anthony because I'm staying awake for that freaking Powers bottle. Oh, thank you. Yes, Kilco helps with the event. So make sure you check out all these great channels. I look forward to, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I look forward to seeing you all in 2 weeks, 2 weeks time. I look forward to meeting all you guys who are going to be at Bourbon on the Banks. So, Plancha.